Have you ever felt a pang in your heart when your parents, loved ones, or even society compare you to someone else? It's a piercing sensation, isn't it? One that stirs up feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and even resentment. In life, there are moments when we find ourselves weighed and measured against others, a practice that often leaves us feeling diminished and unseen. When you've been told, "Why can't you be like him?" Or, "Look at her, she's better." It's not just words that cut. It's the invisible burden of being expected to be someone you are not. Comparisons, often made with the intention of motivation, can become the seed of insecurity. They lead us to retreat inward, to harbor envy, and to build walls against those around us. Today, we will explore why this tendency to compare, whether imposed by others or stemming from within ourselves, is a cycle that causes suffering, both to us and those we love. By sharing insights from Buddhist teachings, we aim to shed light on the antidotes to this harmful habit. We'll discover how to cultivate inner peace, self-acceptance, and compassion for others, moving toward a path of genuine contentment and fulfillment. So, I invite you to join me on this journey. Let's take a mindful breath together and be present. We'll unravel how to let go of this heavy burden of comparison, embracing the unique and invaluable person that you truly are. Stay with me and let us walk together towards wisdom and liberation. Have you ever felt a pang in your heart when your parents or loved ones compare you to someone else? Have you ever felt insecure and self-conscious when you compare yourself to those around you? In life, there are moments when it's hard to avoid the hurt that comes from being placed on a scale, weighed and measured against someone else. Such comparisons only lead us to withdraw more, to foster resentment and jealousy towards others. Every person carries a proud sense of self. Please don't wound it with unfair and ill-conceived comparisons. When you compare two people, what do you truly gain? Hurt feelings from someone who feels undervalued, resentment building between individuals, and perhaps condescending stares from the person deemed better. None of these outcomes bring value to life. Ask yourself, if you were placed in that position, would you enjoy being compared to your siblings or friends? Parents are often the ones who compare their children the most. Is this all you can manage in your studies? Look at T from Mr. A's family. They're excelling. Do parents believe this will motivate their children to surpass T? No. Instead, they might develop deep resentment towards T because it's their success that became the basis for comparison. So, as parents, please don't compare your children to others. Your child already has a proud identity. They want to be themselves, not someone perpetually held against others. Similarly, in life, you may unintentionally hurt those around you with your comparisons. A new friend might seem more exciting than an old one, but that doesn't mean they're better. So don't put different people on a scale against each other. People are inherently invaluable. Each person carries a unique worth that shouldn't be diminished through comparison, even when your intentions are good. Never compare yourself to others either. Doing so erodes your confidence and pride in who you are. Instead, live authentically, respect yourself, and embrace your own uniqueness. Isolating yourself and feeling inferior, is that truly better than living freely, happily, and with self-respect? We often dream of what we don't have, which makes it hard to appreciate what we do have. If only I were as beautiful as her, as charming as him, as talented as someone else. Would life be better? Not necessarily. What truly matters is your ability to find contentment with what you have. No amount of talent or effort will ever be enough if you can't appreciate your own worth. So don't spend your days envying what others have. Learn to value what's in your hands. That is the key to your happiness. Never compare, Never let insecurity or inferiority define you. Be brave, be strong, and always believe that you are number one. Strive for your best and take pride in who you are. As a student of Buddhism, the phrase, "only wisdom is our true career," Doito Thi Ngyep, is deeply ingrained in many practitioners. David Loy expressed this idea in another way, stating that the goal of the Buddhist path is wisdom in service of personal and social transformation. While his words may not be entirely new, not every Buddhist is able to fully comprehend and live by this principle. Clinging to rigid views, biases, and extreme perspectives are forms of attachment rooted in ignorance, deep-seated and difficult to eliminate in a single effort. What we need to do is shine the light of wisdom upon our own hearts, reflecting on each action before, during, and after it occurs. We must objectively and impartially examine whether we are clinging stubbornly to our own perspectives, biases, expectations, and perceptions of a particular person or situation with a limited, one-sided view. Through careful self-reflection, it is crucial to remind ourselves with mindfulness of the inherent human limitations, as well as our individual constraints. Our understanding is often as limited as that of a blind person trying to grasp the shape of an elephant. If we are rigid and resistant to constructive feedback, we expose ourselves to the sufferings, unhappiness, and misfortunes that the Buddha spoke of. The light of wisdom broadens our perspective, opens our hearts to compassion, and makes our minds more flexible and adaptable in how we view, think, act, and live. A key reminder for a peaceful life is this: whoever embraces life as a mosaic of many colors will find peace and happiness. We deserve to live in a state of happiness that we can cultivate ourselves, worthy of being true practitioners of the Dharma. So why not begin by using wisdom to slowly chip away at our own iceberg of stubbornness? The stubborn person, like a silkworm weaving a cocoon. A relatable metaphor for a stubborn person is a silkworm spinning its cocoon, trapping itself within the confines of a tightly sealed, narrow space. Stubborn individuals behave in much the same way. In his work, The Repentance of the Six Roots, King Tran Tai Tong described this idea. Caught in worldly desires, the mind is clouded by attachment to form. Like silkworms spinning a cocoon, the tighter they bind, the stronger it holds. The Buddha declared that those who can gradually let go of rigid, stubborn views and find it difficult to relinquish them will see their mental suffering diminish accordingly. Majjhima Nikaya, Sutta 8. By doing so, they will loosen their own binds, becoming lighter and less burdened. In this sutta, the Buddha also emphasized that a person who has fallen into the mud cannot pull another person out of it. In other words, if one is trapped in their own attachment and cannot liberate themselves, they are incapable of helping others let go of their attachments. Simply put, a stubborn person cannot advise others to abandon stubbornness. This is an undeniable truth. If we cannot help ourselves, we cannot help others. And practically speaking, no one can give what they do not possess. The stubborn person, drifting away from the triple gem. We may be startled by the Buddha's words when he said that a stubborn person, hard to persuade, lives without respect or reverence for the teacher, the Dharma, or the Sangha, and does not fully realize the teachings. Majjhima Nikaya, Sutta 74. The harm of stubbornness is truly significant, yet upon calm reflection, it becomes easier to understand and accept the Buddha's teachings. A stubborn person clings tightly to their own perceptions and understanding, believing them to be correct, making it difficult to respect or accept other perspectives. In Buddhist terms, this is known as attachment to wrong views. Consequently, being difficult to persuade Such a person cannot fully benefit from learning through the triple gem, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. For a Buddhist practitioner, there is nothing more precious in this life than the triple gem. Often, it is only the lack of awareness about the dangers and disadvantages of stubbornness that prevents one from making efforts to change. Thanks to this teaching of the Buddha, we are reminded to self-reflect and transform our own minds before enclosing ourselves in a narrow, unreasonable, and suffering-filled world of stubbornness. When a person is attached to a specific belief or concept, they see it as the ultimate truth, dismissing all else. Conversely, another person who rejects that belief or has a different understanding sees their own view as the only truth. If a person becomes aware of this and learns to let go of their own rigid views and live according to the views of others, harmony can be achieved, as expressed in texts such as the Anguttara Nikaya, Volume 3, Sutta 122 on disputes, Volume 5, Sutta 54 on diligence, and Sutta 78 on fear for the future. However, stubbornness creates a lonely island of isolation within each person. Even when physically close, it prevents warmth and connection, creating obstacles and making life heavy, exhausting, and tense. For the stubborn person, if they dislike even one aspect of someone, that impression becomes fixed and unchangeable in their mind. They refuse to break down the walls of ego and attachment, denying themselves and others the opportunity for renewal. In effect, they create their own cage that imprisons their freedom of perception, acceptance, and the ability to embrace differing perspectives. Such rigid attachment causes suffering for themselves and others, often without their own awareness. Through an overly biased or distorted view, even those they cherish and hold dear may suffer from their stubbornness. The stubborn person, deeply rooted in greed and anger. A stubborn person may recognize their inflexibility and even accept being labeled as stubborn, but they often resist the idea that they harbor deep-rooted greed. Such individuals seldom view their stubbornness as a form of attachment. They may be willing to donate or give generously without hesitation. Yet in the Snake Simile Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya, Sutta 22, the Buddha taught that stubbornness arises from a deep attachment rooted in desire. Greed manifests in many forms, beyond material attachment, and cannot be easily eradicated through mere acts of generosity. For the stubborn, clinging to their understanding and perceptions, symbolized earlier by the silkworm trapping itself in its own cocoon, stems from a deep attachment to their views. The Buddha stated, "Due to attachment, avarice arises." Anguttara Nikaya, Chapter 9, Sutta 23, on desire. As a result, the stubborn person firmly holds on to their beliefs, building strong walls around the concepts of self and mine, harboring resentment and frustration toward opposing views. The Buddha observed that such individuals are unlikely to open themselves to new insights or teachings from others. Just as a cup filled to the brim cannot hold even a drop more, a stubborn person is unable to absorb new ideas, instead remaining defensive and rejecting anything contrary to their views. This resistance, according to the Buddha, contributes to the degradation of the true Dharma. He advised, "Monks, those who are difficult to speak with and unyielding in their opinions, cannot respectfully receive teachings. Such behavior leads to the disruption and loss of the true Dharma." Anguttara Nikaya, Chapter 5, Sutta 156, on the disruption of the true Dharma. By clinging to ego-driven instincts, they continue to drift along the river of suffering, unable to reach the shore of peace and enlightenment. Goodness and enthusiasm are virtuous qualities that society deeply needs. People need compassion to help and share with one another, and enthusiasm to work, study, and contribute. However, transforming good intentions into meaningful actions that benefit others requires wisdom. With understanding, compassion and enthusiasm become precious. Without it, they may inadvertently cause harm. In Buddhism, there is often a focus on compassion and wisdom, known as loving kindness, compassion, and understanding, wisdom. Compassion must be paired with understanding for it to have true value and effectiveness. Goodness is a manifestation of compassion, but for it to bring meaningful results, it must be accompanied by understanding. For example, if you love someone, but do not know how to love correctly, you might inadvertently harm them. You may want someone to be happy and comfortable, but if you lack the proper understanding of their needs, you could unintentionally cause them suffering. Parents, for instance, may love their children dearly, but if they are unaware of what truly benefits their child, simply indulging every whim and providing everything without discernment may lead to the child becoming spoiled. In other cases, parents may care deeply, but lack awareness of their child's emotions, needs, or desires, resulting in attempts to show love that actually create resentment and conflict. Sometimes, children need their parents' closeness, care, and affection, yet parents mistakenly think that buying expensive clothes, a luxury car, or giving large sums of money is sufficient love and care. Want to be happier? Start by treating yourself kindly and reciprocating kindness from others. Here are 17 ways to treat yourself well. Make time for yourself. Set aside a little time each day to do something that brings you joy. This could include drawing, journaling, writing short stories, playing a musical instrument, or anything else you enjoy. Be kind to yourself by giving yourself some me time each day. Acknowledge yourself. We often quickly acknowledge the accomplishments of others but hesitate to recognize our own achievements. This needs to change. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate your own accomplishments. When you achieve something you're proud of, pause for a moment to reflect on it. Praise yourself and savor your success. Give yourself a pat on the back and say, "Kudos to me." Cultivate your inner resilience. Cultivating your inner resilience involves quickly recognizing and defeating negative thoughts within yourself. And who exactly is the defender of your inner self? It is another voice in your head, the voice that protects you. When your inner critic approaches with mockery and disdain, your inner defender steps in to advocate on your behalf. While the inner critic works against you, the inner defender stands with you. Therefore, be kind to yourself by nurturing this inner resilience. Forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. Consider these examples. Perhaps you did something in the past that you're not proud of. Maybe you failed to stand up for yourself and let others handle things better than you did. You might have missed out on a great opportunity because of fear. Perhaps you didn't achieve an important goal. If you are angry with yourself, you need to show kindness. Stop blaming yourself. Resolve to do better moving forward and forgive yourself. Take good care of yourself. One of the best ways to be kind to yourself is to take good care of your body and mind. Get enough sleep, eat fruits and vegetables, and exercise regularly. Additionally, take time to de-stress, groom yourself, and care for your appearance. Respect yourself. Self-respect means valuing yourself for who you truly are and not allowing others to dictate your worth. It involves believing in yourself, thinking independently, forming your own opinions, and making your own decisions. It also means refusing to compare yourself to others. Ultimately, self-respect is about keeping promises to yourself and following through on what you set out to do. Be kind to yourself by respecting yourself deeply. Treat yourself. While I'm not advocating for retail therapy or consumerism, if you find something you genuinely want, treat yourself. If it's expensive, save up for it. You don't have to wait for someone else to give it to you as a gift. Give it to yourself. You'll earn extra points if it's wrapped in colorful gift packaging. Soothe yourself. Did you have a tough day? Did you argue with a colleague or friend? Did you bomb your presentation? Was it one of those days where everything that could go wrong did go wrong? Be kind to yourself by taking a moment to soothe yourself. Remind yourself of your positive qualities. Reminding yourself of your positive qualities is a beneficial habit worth repeating often. It is a great way to treat yourself with kindness. You may not excel in sports, but you might be a math whiz. Perhaps you have a flair for exaggeration, but you also possess a great sense of humor. Regularly reminding yourself of your good qualities during appropriate moments can greatly enhance your self-compassion. Lift yourself up. When you fail, make a mistake, or mess something up, you have two options. You can allow yourself to fall further, or you can pick yourself up. Those who are kind to themselves will choose the latter. Tell yourself that things will be okay. Boost your spirits by reminding yourself of past successes. Then, create a plan to address what happened and take action. Tell yourself, I am enough. We've all had moments where we thought, I'm not pretty enough, not smart enough, or not strong enough to achieve what I want. Stop that narrative by saying, I am enough. Instead, celebrate your dreams. Those who respect themselves, those who are kind to themselves, honor their dreams. They don't dismiss their dreams as silly fantasies. Instead, they take their dreams seriously by turning them into goals and creating plans to achieve those goals. Find the sweet spot between acceptance and striving. Part of being kind to yourself is recognizing your potential. As mentioned before, you should know what you want and pursue it. However, it's also important not to be entirely dissatisfied with where you are or what you've accomplished so far. Constant dissatisfaction is unkind to yourself. Stop trying to be perfect. Setting unattainable standards of perfection for yourself is a recipe for failure. After all, perfection is impossible. Can you think of anything worse than setting yourself up for certain failure? Instead of striving for perfection, aim for gradual improvement, step by step. Practice self-compassion. In the book How to Be Your Own Best Friend by Mildred Newman and Bernard Berkowitz, the authors encourage treating yourself with kindness through self-compassion. The best way to show compassion for yourself is to imagine how you would comfort a loved one who is hurting. Believe in yourself. Part of being kind to yourself is wanting the best for yourself. To achieve that, you must believe in yourself. Trust in your abilities and your own judgment. Think highly of yourself. Believe in yourself. Accept yourself. Accept yourself as you are. You have strengths and you have weaknesses. Sometimes you succeed and sometimes you fail. Sometimes you're right and sometimes you're wrong. Allow yourself to be fully human, flaws and all. Cultivate positive habits for a brighter life. Developing effective and positive habits can significantly enhance your life, filling it with more joy and vibrance. Positive energy will help you stay cheerful and savor each day to the fullest. Find a positive perspective in difficult situations. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to cultivate a more positive outlook is to practice positive thinking as frequently as possible. Learn and surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend your time with and the things you expose yourself to, such as television, the internet, or magazines have a significant impact on your perspective. Slow down. When we rush through life, trying to think, speak, eat, or move too quickly, things tend to go awry. Slowing down allows you to be more mindful and present. Don't let small obstacles snowball. It's easy to become pessimistic, especially when stressed or moving too fast. Positive thoughts can quickly become overshadowed by negative ones, making minor obstacles seem like insurmountable mountains in your mind. Don't let vague fears stop you from pursuing what you want. Sometimes, you want to take a chance in life. Start a new habit, switch careers, or ask someone out on a date. It's common to fall into the trap of vague fears about what might happen if you act. Don't let these fears hold you back from pursuing your goals. Add value and positivity to someone else's life. When you give something, whether kindness, support, or encouragement, you will often receive something in return from the world and those around you. It may not happen with everyone, and it may not happen immediately. But what you put out into the world often creates a ripple effect. The way you treat and think about others will greatly influence how you treat and think about yourself. Exercise regularly, eat well, and get good sleep. These habits may seem obvious, but they are vital. A restful night's sleep, a productive day, or a well-balanced diet can have a powerful impact on your mental outlook, especially when dealing with stress or negative thoughts. It's hard to focus and think clearly when you're hungry or exhausted. So, be mindful of these simple habits. They may seem mundane, but how you manage them can make a big difference in your overall well-being. Learn how to criticize others in a healthy way. One of the most common fears people experience is the fear of criticism. This fear can hold someone back from taking the necessary steps to achieve what they want, as it's easy to be affected by someone's hurtful words, a critical email, or rejection. However, if you want to act on your true intentions, fear becomes less of an obstacle. The key is learning how to manage your emotions with a positive mindset. By doing so, the fear of criticism becomes less intimidating and less impactful, making it easier to listen and accept feedback constructively. What to do if someone still tries to bring you down? Sometimes, despite your best efforts to handle criticism healthily, someone may still try to undermine or hurt you. Here's what can help you navigate such situations. Let it go. Talk about the situation with someone close to you to gain clarity and find a healthier perspective. Sharing your experience can shed light on what is really happening and help you process it. Strengthen your resolve. Over time, we've learned that having a strong mindset makes negative comments less impactful. They may still sting a bit, but are unlikely to ruin your day. In fact, negativity from others can sometimes push you to work harder and rise above the challenge. Start your day positively. The way you start your day often has a profound impact on how the rest of it unfolds. Be intentional with your morning routine. Rushing out the door at full speed can lead to a stressful day filled with negative thoughts and diminished focus. In contrast, starting your day slowly, with a cheerful conversation with family or friends, reading something uplifting, or listening to inspiring content during breakfast or your commute, can set a positive tone for the rest of your day. Don't live just to get by. When you focus on the present moment, it becomes much easier to access positive emotions and appreciate what you can do to improve your life. Spending too much time dwelling on the past or worrying about the future can complicate even the simplest aspects of life. Past mistakes and failures can resurface, dragging you into negativity and self-doubt. By starting your day slowly and mindfully and striving to maintain that state throughout the day, you'll find it easier to stay grounded and present, making it more manageable to navigate challenges with a positive outlook. Confidence, a foundation for personal growth. Confidence is a feeling or state rooted in trust and belief, often directed toward a particular goal, thought, or person you trust. All confidence stems from believing in your own abilities and self-worth. Confidence levels fluctuate and are influenced by the situations you encounter daily. You may feel confident while working on a familiar task, but become anxious and insecure when faced with a new challenge. Confidence is deeply tied to how you were raised, the people who influenced you while growing up, and your environment. Additionally, lessons learned in school play a significant role in helping you believe in your abilities and character. Confidence also forms as you navigate different life situations. The importance of confidence cannot be understated. It can transform your life, helping you connect with others, contribute meaningfully to your community, and build inner strength. Conversely, a lack of confidence can make social connections difficult, lead to depression, stress, sadness, and even chronic anxiety, all of which can negatively affect your health. Do what you're good at. The saying, "Do what you're good at," may sound simple, but it carries profound meaning. It reminds us to focus on our unique strengths and maximize our potential by honing what we do best. Here are some key takeaways and lessons from this idea. Focus on personal strengths. Each of us has unique skills and abilities. By focusing on what you're good at, you can achieve greater success and build confidence. Leveraging your strengths helps you develop expertise and excel in your field of interest, reduce stress, and boost motivation. Doing what you excel at brings enthusiasm and motivation. When you engage in activities you enjoy and are skilled at, you're less likely to feel overwhelmed and better equipped to tackle challenges. Increase self-worth and contribute to the community. Utilizing your strengths benefits not only yourself, but also your community and organization. When everyone contributes their best, it creates a collective strength that drives growth and development. Deepen expertise in a specific field. Focusing on your strengths allows you to advance in your area of expertise and gain recognition, potentially becoming a specialist. This opens up career opportunities and allows you to have a greater impact. Create harmony and balance in life. Doing what you're good at can bring joy and purpose to your life. It helps create a balance between work and personal life, fostering satisfaction and happiness. Listen to yourself. Recognize what you excel at. Continually develop your strengths and make the most of them. In today's fast-paced world, knowing and harnessing your own capabilities is crucial for achieving success and fulfillment. Self-talk, a natural and beneficial practice. The practice of talking to oneself has been studied since the 1880s. According to psychologist Lev S. Vygotsky, self-talk is a way for children to internalize and make sense of what is happening around them, thereby fostering independent thinking. Since language development primarily occurs in early childhood, children are the most frequent practitioners of self-talk, though this habit can persist into adulthood. Therefore, talking to oneself is a completely normal action rooted in human evolution. By observing our internal conversations, we can gain deeper insights into ourselves and better understand the world around us. The benefits of self-talk: enhancing creativity and refining idea. Think back to brainstorming sessions with friends or colleagues. One person presents an idea, another builds on it, someone else points out its strengths and weaknesses, and, over time, a rough stone is polished into a shining gem. You can take this approach to your own thoughts. Challenging, supporting, and playing with your ideas through self-dialogue allows them to grow and evolve. Improving focus. In a study conducted by psychologist Gary Lupian, 2 groups of participants were tasked with finding objects based on images. Those who repeatedly said the object's name out loud located it more quickly, demonstrating that self-talk can enhance focus. When faced with a frustrating situation, like searching for lost items, being lost, or waiting impatiently, self-talk can help center your thoughts and lead to more thoughtful solutions instead of reactive impulses. For example, if you've misplaced an item, rather than frantically tearing through your home, you could say the item's name aloud and try to recall the last place you or someone else saw it. This helps you methodically search in places where it might realistically be. Regulating emotions and calming yourself. Strong emotions like anger, nervousness, or excitement can lead to a loss of self-control. A 2014 study in the US revealed that speaking to oneself in the third person can help regulate these emotions, allowing for more objective reflection and better decision-making. For instance, if you've just been reprimanded by your boss, instead of reacting angrily with thoughts like, "Why did I get scolded when I didn't do anything wrong?" you might reframe the scenario as if observing from an outside perspective. What could have caused the boss to scold this employee? This shift can help you approach the situation calmly, determine whether the criticism was warranted, and respond more constructively. Celebrate small wins on the S-curve of progress. Progress can be challenging to achieve, especially early on in a new endeavor, the starting point of the S-curve. It often feels discouraging and demands persistent effort. So, why not celebrate even the smallest victories? Leading behavioral scientist B.J. Fogg highlights the connection between emotions and habits, explaining that habit formation isn't simply a matter of 21 days of consistent practice, as commonly claimed. Celebrating small wins triggers the release of dopamine in the brain, a feel-good chemical that reinforces learning experiences and deepens our sense of connection with those we collaborate with. Positive emotions, rather than strict discipline, drive growth and change. Remember, celebrating is an experience that becomes most effective at work when shared with colleagues. It doesn't have to be a formal certificate, a gift card, or a designated parking space for the employee of the month, though these rewards can serve a purpose too. Achievements don't have to be grand to be celebrated, and celebrations themselves don't have to be extravagant. They simply need to be meaningful. For example, cancer patients who complete a round of chemotherapy often ring a bell while receiving applause and encouragement from their healthcare providers. This powerful, symbolic recognition, though small, should never be underestimated. The power of gratitude as a practice. Gratitude isn't merely an emotion, it's an active practice. When engaged in daily, it becomes a powerful habit that can improve overall quality of life. By acknowledging and appreciating what you have, you not only cultivate greater happiness for yourself, but also spread positivity to those around you. Practicing daily gratitude offers numerous psychological, emotional, and health benefits. Here are some compelling reasons to maintain a habit of practicing gratitude every day. Enhanced mental health. Regular gratitude practices have been linked to lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. Improved relationships. Expressing gratitude fosters deeper connections with friends, family, and colleagues, strengthening bonds and creating a positive ripple effect. Increased resilience. Gratitude helps you maintain perspective during tough times and bounce back more quickly from challenges. Boosted physical health. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly often experience better sleep, improved immunity, and overall health benefits. Cultivating gratitude and celebrating small wins are foundational practices that can elevate your personal and professional life, contributing to a more resilient, joyful, and connected existence, improving mental health, reducing stress and anxiety. Practicing gratitude helps shift focus toward positive aspects of life, lessening anxiety and alleviating the pressure from negative thoughts. Lowering risk of depression. Numerous studies have shown that regularly practicing gratitude can significantly reduce symptoms of depression. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we develop a greater awareness of the good around us, fostering a more optimistic outlook. Boosting happiness and satisfaction. Practicing gratitude encourages you to appreciate what you have and focus on positive aspects of life. This brings a sense of happiness and fulfillment, allowing you to find joy even in the smallest of things. Enhancing social relationships. Building stronger connections. Expressing gratitude toward others creates stronger bonds and deepens relationships, making them more genuine and enduring. Increasing empathy. Practicing gratitude nurtures empathy and understanding, fostering tolerance and promoting a positive attitude within relationships. Strengthening resilience. Gratitude helps you see challenges from a different perspective, recognizing their value and lessons. This practice builds resilience and equips you to face difficult times with greater strength and determination. Improving physical health research indicates that people who regularly practice gratitude often experience better sleep, lower blood pressure, and a stronger immune system. Gratitude can promote healthier lifestyle habits, fostering harmony between mind and body, focusing on the present. Expressing gratitude allows you to slow down and truly appreciate what you have, helping you live in the moment and preventing you from being consumed by past regrets or future worries, creating a positive feedback loop. Daily gratitude practices encourage you to seek out more reasons to be thankful, creating a cycle of positivity. The more you express gratitude, the easier it becomes to notice the good around you, fueling more positive energy in your life. Visualizing success, a practical tool for motivation and action. Visualizing success isn't merely daydreaming. It is a practical tool that guides, motivates, and inspires actionable steps. By clearly imagining what you want to achieve, you not only strengthen your belief in yourself, but also unlock your potential and ability to turn dreams into reality. Engage in daily visualization to lead your progress. Why visualizing success matters. Creates clear goals and strong motivation. When you visualize success, you define your desires clearly, which helps you focus and map out a specific plan to achieve your goals. A vivid image of future success generates powerful motivation, pushing you to work diligently toward it every day. Activates the brain for action. When you visualize success, your brain responds as if you're experiencing those moments in real life. This not only excites you, but also prepares your brain to take real steps toward achieving success, increasing the likelihood of reaching your goals. Boosts self-confidence. Visualizing yourself succeeding builds trust in your abilities. When you see yourself accomplishing your goals, you become more confident in facing challenges and overcoming obstacles. Confidence is a key driver that keeps you moving forward, even when difficulties arise. Improves focus. Visualizing your desired outcome helps you concentrate on the tasks necessary to achieve your goal. This focus minimizes distractions and prioritizes the most meaningful actions in your journey to success. Promotes positive emotions. Visualizing success allows you to experience feelings of happiness, satisfaction, and joy associated with reaching your goals. These positive emotions serve as strong motivators to keep you striving and pushing through obstacles. Reduces anxiety and stress. By imagining success, you mentally prepare yourself to face challenging situations, reducing anxiety and stress. This helps you remain calm and confident when encountering real-life difficulties, engages the subconscious to make goals a reality. Visualization aligns your conscious and subconscious minds. By focusing consistently on success, you send a strong message to your subconscious that this goal is important and must be achieved. Your subconscious then works to align your behaviors, thoughts, and choices to reach that goal. Increases perseverance and overcomes obstacles. When you visualize yourself overcoming challenges and eventually succeeding, you empower yourself to face adversity without giving up. This strengthens your determination and perseverance, even when things get tough. Drives action and informed decisions. Visualization is not just about imagining. It encourages you to take action to make your dreams a reality. By mentally rehearsing the steps and actions needed, you become better equipped to make informed decisions and create effective plans to achieve your goals. As we conclude this journey, let us reflect on the power of self-acceptance and the wisdom of letting go of comparisons. Every one of us carries a unique purpose, a light that shines in its own way. When we choose to stop measuring ourselves against others, we open the door to inner peace and joy. Instead of asking why we aren't like someone else, we can turn inward and celebrate who we are. Remember, in the eyes of the Dharma, every being has intrinsic worth, and every life is an opportunity for awakening. Parents, if you find yourself tempted to compare your children, pause and reflect. What seeds are you sowing in their hearts? Are they seeds of love and encouragement, or seeds of resentment? And to those who compare themselves to friends, colleagues, or even strangers, ask yourself, is this comparison leading you to a better place? If not, why carry its weight any longer? The Buddha teaches us to embrace mindfulness, to observe the present without judgment, and to find joy in who we are. Life becomes far more peaceful when we shed the habit of comparison and walk our own paths with integrity, compassion, and wisdom. So, as you go about your day, remember, you are enough. Cultivate your own light, appreciate your own journey, and whenever you feel the pangs of comparison, take a mindful breath, smile inwardly, and say to yourself, I am here, I am enough, my path is my own. Thank you for sharing this time with me on Dharma Wisdom Talks. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on walking the Dharma path. Until next time, may you find peace, clarity, and boundless joy on your journey.